So let's talk about the things no one tells you before you move to PA. Okay? My name is Tiffany. I'm a local realtor here in the greater Allentown area. If you need a realtor, please reach out. I'm happy to help. Now, let's get into it. I had all these little facts that I had been saving on my phone that I wanted to share because they were so random and I didn't really have a place to put them into a video. And then sometime this week I was cleaning my bookmarks on my computer. You know how you save all these bookmarks because you intend to go back and read them and then you don't. And then I found this article called Things Nobody Tells You About Moving to Pennsylvania, and I was like, oh my goodness, this is perfect. So I have that article and with some other things that I have been saving, and I put it all together to bring you this video. I'm not going to talk about everything from that article, so I'm going to link it below in the description box in case you want to go back and see the things that I missed, because it talks about the Appalachian Trail. There's a couple other things that the article talks about that I really didn't have much knowledge on, so I didn't want to talk about them. First things first, we're in October right now, and Halloween. Halloween festivities are not always on October 31st. Surprise! In some Lehigh Valley towns, specific dates and time periods are designated for trick-or-treating. In my area, it's typically the Friday before Halloween is the day the schools and the neighborhood celebrate. Some areas even have parades. So like at 6 o'clock, between 6 and 8 is when you'll get your trick-or-treaters. Another thing is this area is borough, municipality, township heavy. It's so many. Too many to name. There's Forks, Hanover, Palmer, Upper Nazareth, Upper Macungie, Lower Macungie, Upper Milford, Lower Milford, Whitehall, Lower Saucon, Upper Saucon. All of those are right here in the valley. So you hear people talking about these things and you're like, what is it? And sometimes even within those different municipalities or other towns or cities. So it's just a big place and you get used to all of these different municipalities being here. That's the valley. Phillipsburg. So Phillipsburg is like Lehigh Valley's cousin. Phillipsburg is in New Jersey. They have a big rivalry with Easton. The high schools play a football game every Thanksgiving, and in 2021 was their 114th game. It's huge. The Easton Phillipsburg Bridge is $1. You pay coming into PA. Getting into New Jersey is free. Getting out is going to cost. There is a way to bypass the dollar fare. I don't know how to do it. Listen, the Philly Southern New Jersey Bridge is $5. $1 is cheap to me. This next one, you can't say nobody told you because I told you. It's Music Fest. Everyone has strong feelings about Music Fest. It's a love it or hate it type deal. I personally love it, but I love food and I love music, so done deal for me. But the crowds, the walking, the noise turn some people off. Taxes. What's taxed and what's not? I wish I had the answer. I don't. But I'll tell you how it makes sense and how it goes down in my head. There's no tax on necessities. There's no tax on groceries. There's no tax on clothing. Takeout and prepared food have different rules. Everything else is taxed, to my knowledge. This one's for my drivers. On-ramps. This is another topic of frustration, especially for transplants. They don't like the on-ramps here or the jug handles. Some on-ramps are long and turn into a temporary lane, allowing drivers ample time to merge, while other ones are short and run directly into the lanes of traffic. You definitely need to know how to drive here. Jug handles. These are when you pass the light and have a loop. It's a type of ramp that changes the way that traffic turns left at an intersection. Instead of a standard left turn being made from the left lane, left turning traffic uses a ramp, but it's on the right side of the road. and then it kind of loops you back and you go across this way. I hope that helps. I've sometimes when I'm editing these videos and I see myself laughing, I'm like, people probably think I'm crazy, but really I'm just laughing at myself because I'm trying to explain to you things that are going on in my head, and sometimes it's quite funny. Okay, we're gonna move on. Next up is Quoits. To see it spelled is crazy. It's Quoits, but I think it's pronounced Quoits. So Quoits is what I believe it is. Okay, it's a game. So let me tell you about the game. Quoits is a local game. It's like a grown-up ring toss. I don't know the rules at all. Please don't leave me mean comments. If someone wants to teach me, I'm game. But you should have beer or don't bother. That's just facts. Now, speaking of beer, serious business here. I think the landscape on beer is changing. The article that I've read that helped me, with this post or this video was written in 2008. And that article says that when you say lager here, best believe we're talking Yuengling. Yuengling is huge, but so many other breweries are out now, especially locally. So just keep that in mind. This next one is really cute. On New Year's Eve, there's a Peeps drop. It's mostly for kids, and it's not at midnight. It's like at 8 or 9 o'clock. But you bring the kids, and you party like it's Times Square. And instead of the ball dropping, like a marshmallow Peeps drops down. It's so cute. This one's for all the hunters. The first day of deer hunting season is a holiday. It's always near Thanksgiving. It used to be the Monday after Thanksgiving. Now it's the Saturday after Thanksgiving. People will bring you homemade deer jerky, and some of it is good. Just saying. Another thing is pork and sauerkraut. They bring luck on New Year's Day. Every diner will have it available on January 1st. It's a thing. Do you have a New Year's tradition? For me, it's black-eyed peas. Gotta have it with smoked turkey. Get into it. This next one is the bear. The Lehigh Valley averages somewhere around 32 inches of snowfall annually. Now that's according to the National Weather Service, according to this article, which I will link. So bring your boots and your heavy coats. Okay? So convenience stores. Here, convenience stores actually have somewhat good food. We have Wawa and Sheetz. They make sandwiches made to order. There's also prepackaged sandwiches, fruit, cheese and crackers. But you can have it your way on the kiosk. Just type in what you like, what kind of bread you like, what kind of condiments you want on it, veggies, all of that. Have it your way. This is a big hiking, outdoorsy kind of community. Lots of walking trails around, hiking, and within 30 to 40 minutes are plenty of camping grounds. Folks get RVs and go there on weekends in the summer. It's a thing. Sinkholes. I used to hear a lot about sinkholes before, but now not so much. A sinkhole is just a hole in the ground that's caused by some form of collapse of the surface layer. Sinkholes are common in the Lehigh Valley where underground water runs through soft limestone. That's the definition I found. The issue is mostly because sinkholes aren't generally covered by home insurance. It's just one of those one-offs. So this article that I found says that there are lots of different types of pizza here. I don't generally find that to be true, but I'm only one person and I really don't eat that many types of pizza, so I can't speak to it. But I will say I'd never heard of tomato pie before coming here. So I figured I would add it for someone else who maybe never heard of tomato pie. Okay, since we're on the topic of food, I'm going to bring up hot dogs. Folks are crazy about Yoccos. There are like 2 within 5 miles of me. But according to this article, Bethlehem folks tend to go to Potts hot dogs and Easton folks go to Jimmy's. I would like to interrupt for a word from our sponsor, me. because I would like to argue that pierogies are a bigger deal here than hot dogs. Every local pub and diner has pierogies on the menu. I don't get it. You can get them fried or sauteed with onions, and they're served with a side of sour cream. I have never seen that before in any other area. Don't believe me? Look on the map, look at some menus, and guess what? I haven't tried them. Just keeping it 100. I hate to waste other people's food, you know? I think I would like fried, but a lot of people tell me that sauteed with onions is the way to go. So I'm always torn, and I don't want to waste it, you know? So try the pierogies. Walkthroughs. Have you heard of this? Walkthroughs are on the second floor. It's almost like a loft, but not a hallway. It's a passway to either another room, either the bathroom or the bedroom, or through another floor, but it's a big open space. So you can make it into like an office. You could do whatever you want, but they're very common in some of the older homes, especially in Allentown and Easton. Location. I've said this before. Pennsylvania is close to dozens of other destinations. Location, location, location. Philly is an hour away. Harrisburg about an hour and a half. DC 3 hours. Atlantic City 2 hours and a half. New York City 2 hours. Pittsburgh 4 to 5. Niagara Falls 5 to 6. All of those time ranges depend on the time of day and obviously the traffic at that time of day. Okay. This I kind of love. Schools. There are 6 4-year colleges in the Lehigh Valley and 2 community colleges. And let's not even talk about in Philly, and maybe even on the way to Philly. Tons more. But none better than Drexel University. Shout out to the U. And while we're on the topic of students, special needs students in Lehigh and Carbon County are served not only by their own school district, but also by the CLIU 21. They serve families from 14 school districts, 8 charter schools, and 21 non-member districts. I'll drop the link because it sounds like an excellent resource. This one's for all my shoppers. There's really only one central indoor mall, and that's in Whitehall. I really don't talk about Whitehall a bunch, but I was just thinking about this the other day. The location is prime. It's smack in the middle of the valley. It's in the middle of everything. You go east, you have Bethlehem, Easton, Northampton. You go west, you have Allentown, Brownsville, Trexlertown. You can't lose. If you want more house and more acreage, and are willing to drive 15 to 20 minutes for everything, we have an area for that. And if you want a short commute to work and shopping, we have an area for that as well. That was a lot, right? Thanks so much for watching. Thanks for coming to my Tiff Talk, and I'll see you all next week. So jug handles is like a funny term, right? It's just like a type of ramp on the side, if that makes sense. Loop, the loop to come back to go this. That, to prevent traffic. Jug handles. These are when you pass the road. If that doesn't help you, Google it. You probably need an illustration to help with that one. I'm sorry.